Hello there. Hope you're having a great day today at Cartwright of Taylor. Jamie here, back with part two of my mystery shop. I sent my lead into your dealership on Tuesday at 2:47 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I inquired on a pre-owned Elantra. Now, the first response received was this automated response email, which was 1 minute later. I do just want to talk about this email for a moment. We actually do not recommend sending an automated response unless your dealership is closed. Otherwise, all responses should be personal. When sending this, we do want it to appear to be more personal as well, and there are some ways that we can do this. So I want to talk about this first. First, we want to set these to be sent at least 3 to 5 minutes after the lead is sent to your dealership. This is the reason why. We want it to appear to be more personal. You want the customer to think that you sat down and took the time to type them up an email. If they're receiving it a minute later, it's pretty detectable as an automated response. In addition, we want it to appear to have come from someone and also address the customer by their name. So there are a lot of templates which will allow you to insert their name before sending this. Now, it was received in my inbox versus spam folder. In addition, you do build great value here. So you did a really nice job with that. Again, let's be sure we're including that signature file. So this should be your name, title, then your dealership name, your direct dial phone number, personal email address, and a link back to the dealership's website. Also, let's also attempt to elicit a response from that customer. So include a question in here, which will prompt the customer to hit that reply button. There are no spelling or grammar errors though, so you did a nice job with that. Now, the next step is to receive a phone call. You want to reach out to the customer within 15 to 30 minutes of receiving that lead. Give your dealership that advantage over any other dealership your customer may have inquired with. Now, I never received a phone call. So first, I just want to take a moment to show you the lead sent along with my call tracking site. So here's the lead that was initially sent to your dealership. We can see the phone number 734-206-1105. Now it was entered correctly in the lead. Next, here's the call tracking site. So we can see here starting on Tuesday and scrolling up, there were no phone calls received from Cartwright Taylor. This one here was a test call that I placed to the phone line to ensure it was working properly. We can see the phone number again was entered correctly on the lead. This was a successful phone call, so the line was working, and I did include the test call to the line in the audio portion of this shop. So let's be sure that we are always reaching out to that customer. It's very important that you get them on the line. 95% of customers will purchase from the first company who calls them. Now, what we're really looking for is that phone call, and then the next step would be to send a follow up email to the call, which should thank the customer for taking the time to speak with you and confirm the next steps. And this is an important piece of the puzzle here, as sending that follow up email is also going to make your customer feel further connected with your dealership. Now, the email that I'm looking at here was an email that was received at 3:08. So you did a nice job with that response time. However, the only time you want to send an email prior to speaking with the customer is if you've already attempted to reach them first. So when sending the email before that phone call, there is a bit more that we require you include here. We want to provide the customer with as much information as possible. So first, I'm just going to go over the positives with this. It was received in my inbox. It also does have an attention grabbing subject line. In addition, you offer great information on the specific vehicle along with some excellent links to photos, so nicely done with that. And you also do address its availability as well. So fantastic job there. Something else you do want to include though is first alternate vehicle options. So you want to list off some other vehicles that are similar to the make and model that your customer may also be interested in. You also want to offer multi-option price quotes as well. In addition to that, mention that you will be setting up a future phone call with the customer. This way they know to expect that phone call from you. And you want to have a signature file. So exactly how I mentioned it previously when I was going over the auto response. You want it to be your name, title, dealership name, your direct dial phone number, personal email, and also a link back to your website. Finally, we want to build that value in every communication. So when sending the email, be sure to include that same great value that you included in the auto response email. Again, most important though, you want to reach out to the customer by phone each and every time you receive that lead. I would hate for you to miss out on that opportunity to earn a customer's business. Your secret code today is going to be success, SUCCESS. Continue to practice, reach out to the customer each and every time, and you will definitely see that success.